What up, boys? So what are we doing today? Well, we're going to be designing a shirt. I've had a couple ideas that I've stored up, and I want to go ahead and take one of them, sketch it out, turn it into a graphic, and then order some shirts with said graphic. So let's go ahead and get into it and start with the sketching. So the idea for the shirt design is pretty simple. I want to do an astronaut skateboarding in space. So he'll be doing like a kick flip or, maybe like a laser flip, something that looks cool while he's, mid-air, mid-posing. So what I need to do is pull up references of skateboarders doing tricks and then pull up astronaut suits and use those to essentially build the sketch. And then I will later on go in and refine the sketch. So I'm gonna do a quick Google search and I'll show you guys the reference pictures that I decided to use. So here are the reference photos. I have 2 pictures of skateboarders and then 1 picture of an astronaut suit. And I'm sketching these out on the iPad Pro in Procreate. For my third sketch, I'm now incorporating the astronaut suit, which you see the reference photo on the top left-hand side. And the main goal is, because the suit is so big and bulky, I still want to sell the gesture, of doing the trick. It requires very specific like hand movements and leg throws. So I'm going in, I'm chiseling out all of the lines that I don't really like and making adjustments until I'm in a spot where I like the overall look. So here you see me just doing minor cleanups, minor adjustments. I decided to add this like meteorite looking thing, but ultimately it was a no-go, so I got rid of it. And now we're going to bring this sketch into Adobe Animate. So here we are in Adobe Animate, and the next step after the sketch is completed is to drop a line art layer. So I've talked about Animate before, but the main reason why I really like it for something like this is it's vector based. So the layer underneath, the sketch layer, isn't, but because the top is vector based, once I'm done, I can resize it without it losing its quality, and it's perfect for printing on something like a shirt or a sweater. I'm going through all of the lines that didn't make sense to me at the moment. I'm redefining them and cleaning them up, just taking another look, just to see, oh, okay, I don't know what I was thinking here, so let's make an adjustment. The process is as I would approach most of my other drawings if I was painting in a vector-based program, which, as I've already mentioned before, has some really good pros as opposed to cons. I think cons for vector-based stuff is you don't get a lot of mixing, color mixing and shading, since individual colors are painted with vectors, and you kind of have to do a layer on top of a layer. So it does give it a different look than something like Photoshop or Corel Painter, but the benefit is that you can resize, make quick color changes, or just have really precise, crisp lines that you can get from pixel stuff, but you have to paint in such a massive file. That's why vector art is so great for logo design. Just because you can blow it up to like the size of a skyscraper and its quality is still good. So let's get back to the painting. Here you see me working on the skateboard itself, and when doing the wheels I went in with a different color because any object that yellow overlapped, I can then go in with one click and delete it from inside the wheel. If I was painting with the same color, I wouldn't have that luxury because those colors would just blend. So now you see me going back and repainting the wheels black because I'm already happy with their shape. So I'm ready for color. One final thing I'm doing is I'm turning off the sketch layer, double checking the lines. If some thicknesses are weird or off, I'll adjust them and choose my color and start dropping it in. That's the other nice thing about vector, is how quickly you can add and adjust color. So here you see me doing the skateboard itself, dropping in a color for the wheels. I'm kind of trying to keep t-shirt design in mind, where some manufacturers give you access to just a couple
colors, so you have to reuse some color. So you'll see like the orange wheels, for example, will have the same orange on the helmet lens. But I kind of break away from that rule here because I don't even think the process that Teespring uses, at least for the shirt that I ordered, cares too much about color, and you can go crazy with like 50, 60 different versions. So again, you see me going in, making slight changes to some of the lines that I only deemed not that good looking afterwards. I was considering adding some scratches to the suit, but that just ended up looking dirty, so we're not going to include that. And now you just see me going through making more adjustments to things like the little flashlights by the helmet. And yeah, that's the process. When trying to figure out what it is you want, sometimes you have the big picture, but it's dialing in all these little details that take a bit more effort. And I don't have the full drawing process recorded for you guys. I got distracted, but we do get pretty far with me just starting on the highlights, and as you can see, a little bit of shadows. So the painting process itself is slightly different than something you would be using in Photoshop, but ultimately it is a process. So there is a step-by-step approach to it, which makes it nice and easy to digest. And unfortunately, I don't have any footage of doing the shadows or the rest of the highlights. So let's just get into the reveal. I'm gonna order my shirt from Teespring. I know there's other sites that will do it as well, but I like their site. I've used it before for other things and it turned out pretty well. So let's go down to apparel, and I'm just gonna grab t-shirt, and you have a bunch of choices here, but depending on what you want, go ahead and take your pick. I like the premium tee. Got a little bit of info on available colors and sizing. And here we have a pretty wide selection of colors. I feel like the lighter colors will work best with my current graphic, but I could always change it up if I want a darker color. Then we go to add image and we choose our final exported image. Here you see I've selected it, and on the bottom print quality is good. If I want it to be great, I just size it down and adjust it to approximately where I feel like it should be. The little logo, human logo on the right here, is moving the center of the piece, so I'm just going to manually adjust the text location, kind of line up the little dots right here with the neck, and I can quickly cycle through different shirt colors just to see how it looks on white. Up top here we can go from front to back view if I want to add, let's say, my channel logo. I'm not gonna do that, but yeah, that's how it would work. And here finally we just adjust the pricing, then hit continue, and it gives you other quick options for creating other things like a hoodie, some socks, whatever. But I'm not gonna go ahead and do that because I've already created a shirt and already put in my order. So let's take a look at what the shirt will look like once you actually receive it. And here I am wearing the shirt. It's comfortable. I've washed it once already. Hasn't faded in color so far. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks for watching.